Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead. Okay, so this is going to be general messages for the week ahead. If you want to book your 6 month read, it's half price, face to face, 2025. Everything is on the website. So love reads, career reads. You can reach out to me if you want any personal. Everything's comments or under the video. So like the video and comment. I'm glad that you enjoyed the yearly read. And let's get it. So this week we're going to do it a bit different. We're going to do more of a structured read instead of just random messages. And I think you'll like it. So what is the message for Leos in the self this week? What is the message for Leos? Let's get a shuffle. Okay, so there could be a masculine. I think self-control, discipline, because you had the strength card. Not allowing people to distract you. Not allowing people to play you, especially for the Leo woman. So there is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a masculine who's kind of they're not telling you what it is. And I feel like this week, try not to be in fantasy land. There's definitely an energy around you, or I would say a person. And I feel like this person is not being intentional. They're not being direct. So don't make assumptions and don't get distracted. But you're being told with the strength card, I think it's a week to get your fitness. It's a week to dominate. It's a week to be focused on yourself, not distracted. Some of you might have been drinking a lot. You might have been smoking a lot. And I feel like this week for the Leo man and the Leo woman, it's time to get back into discipline. Obviously, for 2 weeks, we had the Christmas, we had the New Year. People tended to let go. That's fine. But this week, it's about reining it in and moving back into discipline, getting into the gym, eating good foods, start of the year. What do we see for love for Leos this week, please? So we do have the Five of Cups. So for some of you Leo women, we've got a masculine who wants you back. But some of you need to think about, is it wise to go back to this person? I think some of you are dealing with a masculine who it's intimacy. This person plays on the primal, the sexual. So this week, I think you need to think about if you want to continue this. Some of you have got some situationships, some sex-only connection. But I feel like this person is not really giving you what you want. And some of you, there's a temptation coming your way this week. I think it's some kind of sexual connection or someone from your past. Because for the Leo woman, that's what I'm getting. Someone's got regrets over you and they might want to reconnect, but it might not be the right decision. And some of you, it's a temptation that is coming your way. All that glitters is not gold, right? And you need to be careful. So what are we seeing for money for Leo this week, please? The Devil. So some of you are trapped in a job. You might have money. You might have good money. But the place might be toxic. So this is an environment that's toxic. There could be good money in it. It can also be money that's made through the dark side. Okay? So be careful with that. This is money that's made through questionable means. Okay, this is corruption. It can be selling the soul to the devil for money. It can be drug dealing, things that, Ace of Swords. But I think a lot of the message for Leo is about some of you want more freedom this year. You want to dictate your hours. You want to dictate your work. You want to dictate what you do. And the current environment that you're in doesn't enable you to do that. Okay? So it provides money. It provides security. But the environment is toxic. It can be full of low frequency people. Toxic people. So you've got to find a way to break this year, because what I'm getting is some of you want to start your own business. Some of you want to be able to have freedom. In other words, dictate when you work, what hours you work, the job you do. Some of you need to think about leaving a business or a job to which it just feels like enslavement. It feels like manipulation. But like I said, someone needs to be careful here. It could be the Leo man, it could be the Leo woman. Someone is attached to something and the authorities might get involved. Some of you might be worried about tax season. Okay, so this can be people who are worried about money because maybe they don't have the money to deal with outgoings, okay? But just be careful, because what I'm getting here is somebody's breaking the law, and this can be the authorities getting involved. Okay, what about career this week for Leo, please? What do we see for career? That you don't love it. That it's boring. You know, it's where you're sitting there just waiting for the hours to run by because you need the money, but you don't want to be there. So the message here is you don't love your career. And some of yous, it's full of toxic people. You hate the environment. Some of yous don't like the people. You feel controlled, manipulated, and bored. So Leos this year, but starting this week, need to start thinking about a job, a passion, a purpose, something you can do on your own terms. Because remember in the beginning, we talked about the strength card. So this is Leo feeling like it's being dominated, it's being controlled outside of itself. But I just said the same to Gemini. He who doesn't dominate this year will be dominated. So you've got two choices. You can complain about your job, you can waste your energy, or you can say, okay, right, I need to get out this job, I need to start a business, I need to find something I'm passionate about, I need to find a purpose. This is about honesty, okay? I hear breaking the chains. I'm also getting, when it comes to love, cord cutting needs to happen. So some of you, there's this toxic bond, there's this possession, and I think it's because someone needs to do karmic cleanse or cord cutting when it comes to an ex. Or maybe it's a situationship that's dominating you, but this is a person who's took possession. Someone who is intimate, where it's a dark masculine. And that's what I'm getting. There's someone coming into your world who's a dark masculine, or this is some kind of money opportunity, but it involves darkness. You know, in other words, it could be doing something that's breaking the law, but it's going to have consequences, so be careful. Three of Swords reversed. So the challenges for Leo this week, the people around you, Ten of Cups reversed. Some of you, it's the environment you're in. I'm going to say for some of you Leos, like you're really frustrated, and I think it's because you're not living in the home you want to be in. You're not in a job that's good for you. The people around you are not supportive. They're controlling, they're manipulative. I'm getting for some Leos, like you just want to relocate. This can be the country you're in. This is wanting to relocate to a much better place. You know? But there's definitely a sense for some Leos, it could be women who are competing with you. Jealousy, toxicity. You don't want to be in multiple parties. Okay? So the challenges for some of you, though, could be around money when it comes to the home, outgoings. You're feeling trapped. Some of you have got some dark masculine who's controlling you. This could be a husband. Someone who manipulates you, and you can't leave because you need the money, you need the home. What's the obstacles for Leos this week? Four of Swords reversed. So I'm going to say the obstacles is not getting up and dominating. Yeah. And I do get that some Leos have got people around them. This can also be someone who's doing spell work as well. Be careful with this, because Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Devil. Or it can be some kind of toxic manager or some kind of toxic boss. This is someone who's causing us problems. For the Leo woman, your masculine might be having dark work done by his ex or done by a karmic. What energy is Leo in this week, please? Yeah, the Eight of Wands. So some of you, Leo, you're moving forward. You're expanding. your energy is wanting to build a business, clients, um, wanting to really move forward. Maybe this is attracting a lot of bitter people. So some of you Leos, you might be very successful. You might be happy. The problem is the people around you. Family, friends, a certain environment. So you need to watch that. Some of you Leos have decided to leave someone behind, but this person doesn't like that. There's something happening in the shadows for Leo. So if the Leos who are sitting there going, what's this bitch talking about? I'm feeling good, I'm feeling alive, I'm moving forward. Yes, you are. But there's people who, they're losing power over you. They can't manipulate you, they can't control you, and they don't like it. So be aware of people who work in the shadows to cause you problems. You could be in a job and you could be radiant, you could be glowing, people might like you, but there's someone who's jealous and disgruntled by this. So there's definitely something going on in the shadows, or someone's in their shadow. Okay? But I love this for you because some of you, you're moving forward. This is a fast-paced week. It's where there's a lot going on. But just watch who you're trusting. That's what I'm getting. Because the challenge of the week is people around you who are not trustworthy. Okay? An environment that's not supportive. You could have people working in the shadows to try to bring you down, right? And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying fear this. I'm just saying be awake. Be careful what you're sharing on the internet as well. 8 of Wands. Be careful who you're sharing your goals and your passions and stuff with, because there's definitely someone around you who can't be trusted. It's also say no this week as well. The message here is to know what to say no to, and some of you need to say no to alcohol. You need to say no to certain business opportunities. You need to say no to this person who's trying to come back into your life. Okay, to conclude, is there anything else that Leo needs to know this week? Some years it's time to get to work. You know what you want to build. Some years there could be a future with a Sagittarius. Watch an earth sign. So for the Leo man, watch a Virgo this week. You should say no to this Virgo. And some of you, it's a toxic person who's trying to cause problems for you. And I think you need to protect your energy and stay away from this person. The Leo man, this could be an ex, someone you've got a child with, but this seems to be someone who's ruled by money and they're looking to fleece you, they're looking to take you down. They might be using the child. There's definitely something about a legal case here. And I'm also getting something that's happening in the shadows. So let me finish with this. What is this thing that's happening in the shadows for Leo that they need to know? Yeah, it's something to take you down. Because the 7 of Wands is you being in a strong position. This reverse, there's something where they want to bring you down. And I do get spellware here as well. So this is where you laugh at this and go, okay? Don't underestimate your enemies now. Don't be too cocky. Don't be too confident. Be careful with people who are in a low place in their life. Because if you're winning now, it's as that Patrick Bet-David said, always be careful with lazy, ambitious people. He said that's who I worry about. Because they're the ones who'll work to take you down. So try not to be too superior. Don't underestimate anybody. Because definitely there's something in the shadows here. There's a closet enemy. And I think for some of you Leo women, you're powerful and you're sexy. And you've got all that this bitch hasn't got. And it's salt, you know. But you've seen the kind of world we live in. And these people, they become so obsessed with you. They become deranged. They start intruding into your life. Right? They start doing all this energy work and stuff like that. So you need to be high frequency this week. You need to be careful. You need to be observant. Okay? And some of you need to prepare because, like I said, someone is not going to stop until they've brought you down in some way. okay? There's something heavy going on in the shadows here. Same for the Leo man. What else do we need to know? Yeah, King of Pentacles reversed. So earth signs seem to be the biggest problem. So if you're a Leo dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, be very careful. Okay? I think protecting your energy, this is the Leo man, and you can see that this masculine is pissed off and he's triggered. You need to watch your anger and your reactions this week. I think someone's trying to goad you. They're trying to lure you into a trap, right? And they're going to try to use your anger. Someone might be saying things about you, spreading smack, whatever. You need to stay focused this week, stay in control. You need to not ignore signals or red flags. Don't think because people are at the bottom, or don't think because people don't appear to be very careful. But I do think the good stuff this week is if people are making moves against you and you pay attention, you can mitigate what they're doing, or you can get better. So some years you're going to cut people out of your life, and that's what I'm getting. But this is you putting a stop to something. You're not feeding these dark people. You're not allowing these people into your life. Some of you, this toxic work environment, instead of fighting these people and putting your energy into these toxic people, you just start working on your future. You start building a business. You start looking for new jobs. You start going in new directions. 5 of Pentacles. But there's a strong caution here for Leo that definitely something is happening here. And remember what I said with the 7 of Wands reversed. It's done to bring you down. It's done to block you, stop you. I'm also getting something to do with an ex who's doing dark work, and I think it's to stop you finding happiness. Someone is definitely bitter when it comes to you. Jealous, resentful, and I'm not saying you should fear it. You should gangster up, you should boss up, raise your frequency, know who to give access to, know who to share information with. Don't underestimate your enemies. Don't act superior. Be careful with lazy, ambitious people. Pay attention to the red flags. Some of you, this is close to home. This is a mother, a sister, a marriage partner, an ex. But I think for the Leos who are tuned in and the reserved and the proactive rather than reactive, in other words, this King of Wands is watching, he's observing, he's not reacting to anything, then you'll be able to decide what actions you're going to take based off whatever your personal situation is. But there's definitely something dark going on here. There's definitely something happening in the shadows, and I think you need to be aware. You know, you'll pick up certain energy around people when your gut instinct says say no, say no. And some of you already know exactly what we're talking about. This is an environment that's full of low frequency people, and I think you need to get out. Because the 8 of Wands is someone who's trying to move forward. See the root? This is someone who's, it could also be relocating, or it could be, again, this is somebody who's starting a new business, like they're moving forward. And I want to conclude for you, which is don't have your eggs all in one basket. In other words, a job. And some of you need to get certain people out of your life because these people are working against you. They're not who you think that they are. And I think your body, your instinct is telling you. And I think the big message for Leo is be careful with the arrogance and cockiness, because there's someone you're underestimating, or there's this perception of a person, and honestly, it's a mistake that you're making. Okay? But it's a fucking awesome week for Leos who are strong boundaries, they've got themselves disciplined, they're in control, they're cleaning up their act, they're leaving the party season behind, they're getting focused, they're getting in the gym, they're channeling their energy, they're being selective with the company, they're being observant. And for those who are kind of in what we talked about, these darker settings, these lower frequency settings, you're getting a plan to get out. So for those who are in that, you're going to be fine. Being careful with people on the internet, being careful with people who are trying to take you down. Be careful with superiors or managers. Because remember, we live in a world now where it's not about who's right, it's about what's convenient. Do you understand? It's not about who's speaking the truth or who's right, it's about what's convenient to people as to whether they fuck you or not. Wake up, okay? But yeah, don't let this bother you. Just be aware, be observant, and let it make you, not break you. If you want to book your 2025, if you want to book the 6 month, it's on deal. I just did a course for Gemini. I might do one for Leo, so drop it in the comments if you'd like to see the 12 rules for Leo for 2025. Have a great 2025, have a great week, and I'll speak to you soon.